Right then, good morning. Hopefully this is all working and no issues, but we're going to do a bit of ATS today. What are we on fuel-wise? We got some fuel there. I've already got a job booked in. I'm probably going to get some errors with this working, so I'm trying to get this working like it did with ETS, to be honest. It's not too bad. There's a little bit of screen tear, but I think that's because really I should have done the settings and changed.
Turn right.
I may take a break and make a cup of coffee.
Right, and then turn right.
I'm not using manual gears in this, we're just using auto for now.
Turn right. Stay left, and then continue straight. Go straight.
Well, we would when the traffic moves. No, watch the bike. Get past this traffic now. Their load should be just down the road in middle of Las Vegas somewhere. Excuse me.
Stay left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Oh no, we need to be in that lane. We're going to be turning up ahead.
Stay right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Pick up the job. That'll do.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Right, let's make a move. 10 tons on board, 51,000. 13 hours to do the job.
Go straight. Stay left, and then turn left.
Totally in the wrong
Turn
lane.
left.
Bike is like a bullet. It's nice to be using ATS back on triples again. The cooler weather's going to be coming back in. We may jump into VR now and again. Deep whiz. Sorry about that. This is going to be a well 12 hours. Station ahead. Hopefully we don't get called in. And we do.
Recomputing.
I don't think they've ever programmed in anything other than come in, way, go. Maybe they should do a random find once in a while. Yes, I'm going too fast.
Stay left, and then continue straight. Go straight.
Hey Piers, how you doing? Ooh, they're going a bit slow. Oh, you... Didn't think I was going to stop. I'm doing good, thanks. And yourself? We're just going to have a chill stream, just doing a bit of ATS for a change, because I haven't played it for a while, so... Great, I got this guy sitting there. If he sits there again, what? Oh, seriously? Gotta love it, innit? When even with the AI doesn't even understand how to take a red light and a green light and all that. Let's just sit at the green and the red. Let's see now. Is he gonna behave, or I'm gonna have to ram him out of the way? God for that. What do we got? 65.
Go straight.
Get in the right lane always helps. So we're heading down to Ratton Rail Export. Got about another 10 hours on this trip. But hopefully we can get the speed up. Get the time down. So speed limit 75, we've got it set to 76. No, don't. Oh, he's going. Oh, he's going to go slow. One good thing with ATS, the speed limits are way better.
Go straight.
At this rate, we should be making really good time as long as it stays at 75. I'm not quite sure I got the gearing on this truck right, because we're on in the 14th gear. It feels like it needs to change gear, but I don't think we've got anything left. I'll have to check to see if there's any better gearboxes. Hello there, no entry, how you doing? Just finished work. Don't envy you then. Well, that's just it. You get used to the times and the patterns that you do, to be honest. Go on, you're going to put your foot down, aren't you? Go on. Annoying. Well, that's because the kids are back in school and I've got nothing better to do for the morning, so I thought, you know what, I haven't played ATS for a while. I was going to stream yesterday. I spent all day trying to get a game to work the way I wanted it to. Couldn't get it working. So today I thought, no, I'm going to get a stream in of something, and I thought, why not do ATS? Haven't done it for a while. So let's have a go. I've got a Ace Combat downloaded, but I wanted it to work with triples because it doesn't support triples, and I wanted it to work with my HOTAS system. But if I get triple screen working, which I can, I can't get the HOTAS, the flight sticks, to work. The game won't load at all. So something is bugged somewhere. I mean, the game's bugged in general. You've got to use Thrustmaster flight sticks or something in particular, which is a real shame, and it's really annoying that the developers haven't fixed the issues with the game. I mean, you know, good 8 months down the line, there's no ultra-wide support properly, because I couldn't even get the game just to support a single screen ultra-wide. It just displays 16:9 ratio, but I managed to get the ultra-wide supported and the triple screen supported by using a mod. But trying to get the flight sticks to work, oh my god, I spent I don't know how many hours pulling my hair out and everything. The game itself, you know, for the little bit I played with a Xbox 360 controller, it's a great game. Beautiful looking game. Runs really well even on the triples when it's working. But I just want the immersion of having the flight sticks. And the annoying thing is, you know, I've got the software there to do it, I just can't get everything to run together the way I want to, so I'll give it a bit more time. if I can't get it working at all, then I may stream just with the triple screens, just to show people. I mean, there is videos out there already, but it would have been nice just to have it set up where, you know, flight sticks are working correctly and everything. Because I've seen people with the X55 flight sticks that I've got with that game modified to work with them. Can't get mine to work at all. Every time I mod the file, the game won't launch. It just crashes back to Steam. So frustrating. You know, if there were no videos of anybody out there using an X55, then I'd be like, ah, okay, I'll leave it. There's no point. But because there's people out there, it's like, I want to get mine working as well, but for love of money, I can't at the moment. There's not many video guides on configuring it either and get it up and running, so I'm trying all sorts to get it working. So I've got Ace Combat in the pipeline if I can get it working. Failing that, I've got WRC8 on order. Just got to wait for the release date for the code for it to work. Oh, I paid for all the DLC, but I bought it. I did a hunt online. I bought it with all the DLC for about 40 quid. Should be about 60, 70 quid. I think the game came down to about £25 and then the DLC on top or something. Yeah, but the frustrating thing is you spend all that money but then you can't get it working the way you want. I was like, no, I spent that money. You know, had you bought it through somewhere like Steam, you probably would have been spending nearly 70 quid. But at least I could have got a refund, you know? Well, that's lovely. Can't understand a word you've just written. Thanks for that. English only, please, if you can. Pause that a second. I gotta do this because I don't know what it says. I could say anything, so let's keep things safe. If people got something to say it in English, please. Hold on. My screen's gone AWOL at the top. What is going on with that now? Yeah, I don't know you either, but you know. You're coming into an English channel, it would be nice if you actually spoke English. So we got now 7 hours to go. We're making some time. Most of the time I don't need any mods, but I did have a mod, but they've gone off to do their own thing.
straight.
Yes, this is American Truck Simulator. So we're barreling down this road, trying to make up time.
Go straight.
Go straight. Well, we're trying. No, I know you're Russian, that's fine. As long as it's kept to English in chat, it's all good. You know what? It's time consuming enough just playing a game, streaming, getting it all working as it is. But to sit there, take your time doing a video. I mean, I've done a few little videos where I've done an offline video where I've played Dirt Rally. But I think most people prefer live. You know, and I think with some games they don't translate well to like having a single video which shows you doing something, because if you do, you have to make it specific. So I don't know, like say a particular trip because there's something happening within that trip. So I don't know, maybe you're driving say ATS and it's a treacherous road somewhere, fair enough, you can talk about that as you're doing it. But if you're just doing a random video, you know, point A to point B and you don't know what's going to happen, may not make for a very interesting video. So I just prefer to do the live stream. Now and again I'll do a recorded one, but that's because it's maybe showing specific content. And that's just it, you know, I'm just here to play my game. If somebody wants to come along and they want to have a chat to me and chat about the game or chat about something to do with computers, yeah, not a problem, happy to do that. But ultimately, if no one's here talking to me, I ain't gonna be talking that much either. You know, I'm not one of those who can just rabbit on about anything and everything. For me, this is just my way of playing my game, relaxing, and talking to anybody who wants to communicate. Ooh, that felt a bit loose. Wonder if I can sit further back. I do feel like I'm sitting a bit too far forward as I'm trying to judge where the other seat is. It's over there. Maybe I'll look at changing my seating position. If I pan back a little bit, you'll see more of the dash then. Not that it's a major problem. So 5 hours and 17, making some good time at the moment. So what are you going to do with the rest of your day? No entry. Do you stay up for the morning and sleep later on, or do you go to sleep early? raid the fridge. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'll be raiding mine to get a cup of coffee. Get the old milk out. Slap it in. Give it a stir. Oh, yes. Just the internet, you're used to doing it for anybody who's looking in and be like, ooh, that seems like a weird way of doing things, but you know what works for you. That's what matters. Sky City. Still going straight on. There's more and more companies, though, calling for, you know, late shifts. Really quite surprising. Whoa, that was a little all over the shop. We are motoring down to 4 hours 18. That was going pretty quick now. We can keep this up, we'll be doing good. Alright, no, it's not something I've paid much attention to be honest, but I'm guessing the new contracts are significantly worse than the older ones.
Stay left.
Uh-oh. That's usually the way companies are, isn't it? They want to have their piece of the pie all the time. Yeah. Oh, we're not going to make that one, not unless that guy backs off a little bit. Should we see if we can squeeze it through? There's plenty of room down here.
Stay right.
No problem. Have a good one.
Stay left.
That's how you do it. Jeez, look at that for a road network. Holy moly. quite sure why my mic is permanently on. It should be cutting off when it's silent, but it's
Stay
not.
left.
It's staying open, which is rather weird. Hello there, Ofki. Morning, Governor. And it's 9:37 AM. I mean, it is rather early still for me. How you doing? Oh, we're going a bit all over the shop. Oh, race the train. Let's go. Straight on, 2 hours 51. No, I've only had a single dose of caffeine, so I'm thinking when I get to the destination, I'll be parking this up and making another quick cup of coffee. Only had the one, I had my morning cup of coffee, got my son to school, and I was like, right, let's sit down, play some games. But I was sitting, do I make a coffee now or do I wait? And I was like, nah, I don't quite feel like a cup of coffee yet. But nah, that's faded rather fast, and yeah. Hours and 7 minutes. We're flying through at the moment. I got 2% damage and 1% on the trailer, have I? Let's have a look. Yeah, 0 on the goods though, so that's okay. Oh, that button's feeling a bit dodgy. I'll have to have a look at that one. It's skipping. Straight on still. Well, I wish it was nice and warm here. It's kind of overcast and a little bit cool. Do you know what? I don't want my where's my lights? That's my windscreen wipers, but I got no lights again. Look. Oh, did I move them off board? Yeah, I did. Well, I thought I did. Aha. I need to turn that round. That's on the wrong set. Oops. Done a 1 hour 31. We won't be much longer on this job. as well. Right then, 1 hour and 5, or much longer. Back off a little bit. That's way over speed. And we're definitely going to need fuel. Right, so there's a fuel depot there.
Stay right, and then exit right. Exit right.
That's how you do it. Completely from the wrong lane. Well, when I took my break, I was having a look at camera views and what have you, and as nice as it is maybe to see the triple screens, it's not really the best when it comes to watching, because you don't get to see all the detail. Nighttime was always terrible because all you got to see was very little. So in the end it was like, well, do I really need to show everything that I can see?
Stay right, and then turn right.
So, took the decision to maybe go back to a single screen, but I've made it at least an ultra-wide format on the screen. I'm in the wrong lane again. And I thought, well, I can always just do like a wheel cam below. I mean, I can do pedal cam as well, but it's like, it's kind of boring at the end of the day.
Get ready to turn left.
Where am I parking? It says turn left, but the flag's there in front of me.
Turn left, and then turn right.
That'll be why. And to be honest, I'd love to be able to do mixed reality. That would be awesome.
You have arrived at your destination.
I've thought about it, but I think it takes quite a bit of planning and setting up. And I don't think I've got the room to do it, to be honest. see anything. I think we've gone a little too sharp. Well, that wasn't very straight, was it? I'm gonna go for straight. I don't like leaving it a mess like that. Done it again, overcooked it a little bit. That's better. With attack, how you doing? Okay, we're in. Drop the trailer off. Hey! Get the old money. Right, let's check what job offers we've got from here. 97,000. That looks like a trek. 29 hours on the road. I'm doing good, thanks. We're just having a bit of a chill driving session on ATS. Let's have a look. Or we can go to Oakland. Ooh, I kind of like going into California area because it's like really good roads in California. I really enjoy California. Although, if it was going into Washington, I'd be tempted with that because I want to go back into Washington. I think we may do that one. It's still not bad money. It's 75,000, but let's do that. I'll have to get some fuel. Oh, gladly the trailer's right where we are as well, which is awesome. Nah, I've not got anything. The way I'm planning on doing things now is stick to the normal maps for now until I've pretty much drained every last ounce out of the maps. Because there's loads of roads that we hardly ever touch otherwise. And then once that's done, look at expansions of some form. So whether it will be one-to-one maps or whether it's just new areas. Because that's what I found myself doing. I was always putting something like pro mods on expanding, but never really doing the main game. You know, and they're always releasing maps, so by the time I get close to where I want, there's another map from ATS, ETS anyway. we going? I think we're going to go left.
Turn left.
Ooh, this could be close. No, not going to make that one.
Turn right. Get ready to turn left.
Get ready to turn
left.
Ooh, exchange. Let's go. Can I borrow your tank? Oh god. Pay attention to the road. We've got half a tank, 22-hour drive. I don't know how long it's got because my system hasn't brought up the information. Great. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got 56 hours to do the whole job. Ooh, we could take a break. Could. 28 tons.
Stay right.
21.3. Keep an eye out for a fuel stop, and we may take a truck rest somewhere just to get the daylight coming in. So what's everybody up to today? Anybody got any plans, or are they just all having a nice chill day or evening, whatever it pertains to be? Farmington. Fuel stop there on my left. I'm going to take it because I don't know where the next one is. Oh, come on, Mr. Move.
Recomputing. Turn left.
4,000? Blimey.
Recomputing.
I gotta admit, the jobs in ATS are a lot longer. Some of the parking is a little bit more difficult.
Make a U-turn.
But at least the speed limit's way higher as well.
When possible, make a U-turn.
Which is always a bonus. Hey, be good now. Put the parking brake on and everything. Come on. Gotta do this properly. Gotta learn. Click clunk every time. Well, actually, I could take a rest stop here, couldn't I? That might be an idea, seeing there's a nice big parking spot for me to go in. Six bits of toast and dairy leaf cheese. Oh my god, what happened to the sky there? That doesn't look like it loaded in properly, doesn't it? What was that all about? What's the time? I have no way of knowing. Hold on. 7:46, but we've got like a really black sky. What happened to that?
Turn left. Get ready to turn right.
That's kind of weird because I've got another piece of software that opened that's decided to go AWOL on me.
Get ready.
I'm starting to think the game might crash in a minute.
Turn left.
So we've got the sun out. Ah, there we go. It's caught up. That was weird. So I'll set the old cruise control back on. We'll set it to 76. It's supposed to be 75 limit anyway, so let's see how quick we can tick that 21 hours and 56 minutes down. That's 1,192 miles. Nothing like the 4,000, but hey. Actually, while we're here, let's have a look at the old road network. Most of these roads have hit, but if there's a way I can take a new road, I might look at doing it. Anywhere, anywhere. Might do that one. Let's just go straight on, take a new road there, and then drive up instead. Oh, that could be worth it. We can take that, we'll extend it. We'll go around and up the coast road then. I like that. That looks like that's a plan. That's extended it by another 200 miles. But that's the only way we're going to hit some new roads and see some new things. Yeah, I like the mapping down there. Gotta admit, the California area I really do like. There's always something interesting anyway. We've got 1,075 litres in the tank. We're probably going to have to stop along the way. Let's try and eke a little bit more out of it, shall we? Let's get the old cruise control to 78. See if the truck will make it. It probably won't go any faster. Well, it's going. Yeah, it's up to 78. Motoring now. I know what I was going to do as well, wasn't it? Is it that one? Yes. I wanted to look at my positioning. Give me a second. Yeah, that'll do. Let's try that. I want to see what that's like. Feels a little bit better on the old field of view. Kind of good though how you can see both wheels responding, so you can see my input along with the game input. Definitely seems to be tracking quite well. that's quite a tight corner. Careful. That was a little close. Albuquerque. Yeah, gearing isn't so hot on this one. I'll have to change truck as well. I haven't done a truck for a while. I've been stuck on this one. Although I do enjoy this Mack truck. It's quite nice. That wheel too much at this speed, or we will probably topple over. Have I played Bus Simulator? Yes, I have. I do have it. Its support isn't brilliant. It'll work on a single screen perfectly fine. Doesn't like triple screen. I'm trying to remember if I got it working with a wheel. I think I did. Is it worth getting?
Stay left.
I don't know, it's not as good as the likes of ATS, ETS. You know, it's once you've driven the bus round and you've done a few routes and you've taken people and dropped them off, there ain't that much else going on for it, you know? I played it for a bit and I haven't touched it since, to be honest.
Stay right.
I mean, you could argue the same with this, but because you've got different loads and things like that...
Stay right.
Yeah, if it's like a really cheap deal, pick it up. It's a bit like... oh, that was one. It's probably too late now, but Steam had Dirt Rally on for free over the weekend. They had Dirt discounted as well, Dirt 2. You know, if anybody's in for that, just pick it up when it's on a deal. I wouldn't rush out and buy it, especially if you're into your ATS and ETS. There's plenty else out there that you can buy on the cheap. I bought it not long after it was launched and was like, nah, it was okay.
Stay left.
I was hoping I was going to get drawn into the game more than I was, but it just felt a little bit, nah. Maybe there's more to it. Maybe I should load it back in and have another look. I know that's been updated a few times. But I think there's a lot of fuss with Bus Simulator at the moment because it's moving over to new platforms, Xbox, PlayStation, what have you. But does it really have that much of a longevity behind it? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, but it's like all these games they're launching out, and I think they're trying to jump onto the console bandwagon because there's nothing else there. But ultimately, if you were to compare it to ATS, ETS, you know, there's a lot lacking. But again, I think on the flip side, you know, SCS could learn from these new games coming in and how they implement certain aspects. None of these systems are perfect. I mean, I'd like to see more of the rules of trucking coming into play. like to see parking made a heck of a lot more difficult than what it is. You know, you can still have the option as to whether you want simplified parking or difficult parking, but you know, it would be really nice if they made give some more challenges, made the roads, you know, get some areas with some really tight, narrow roads that you've got to try and get around, even with a normal truck. You know, it's all very well taking these oversized loads and ending up, you know, having to navigate a, shall we say, semi-narrow road, but you know, there's plenty of roads, especially in Euro trucks, where it should be challenging to get down that road and take a bend. Swap ETS for the mother-in-law. That bad, huh? Hope she's not online and reading this. You're going to be in deep trouble, you know that, don't you? She could be stalking you for all you know. Down at 21 hours and 10. I didn't check what I extended the time to, did I? Damn it. And we'll have to look at a fuel stop when we get to about half a tank, I would have thought. Well, we're down to nearly 1,000 miles left, so we've done about 300 odd. What about any new games that anybody's seen that people are interested in? I know that Grid is coming out, but that's more of an arcade, simcade kind of game. I'm on the line as to whether I want to look into that at all. As I was saying before, WRC8's on order. I've just got to wait for that, because I got it at a what I hope is a good price, if it comes through like I'm planning. Motoring down here at the moment, and no one's moving. Yeah, it's been a bit lacking on the games front at the moment for me. Oh, I knew he'd do that. Yeah, buddy, I got you there. See if this guy does the same, shall we? Well, this is it. You got to have something that draws you to a game, whether it's your mates because they got the same game, whether it's because it's the game itself and the single player aspect.
Stay left.
Stay left. I'm trying. Okay, let's try and slow this sucker down, shall we?
Recomputing.
$24 tons. There's not a lot really, other than have maybe grid. See if it's any good. Or as I say, WRC8. That's the only other thing I can think of right now. My mind's blank when it comes to anything else. Oh yeah, I got to get back into playing that actually. Oh, for Steam, but that's on the other PC. I've got to get into the older game as well because I forgot with the old game. I did the main missions, but I forgot about the DLC. I never bought it, so I actually grabbed that the other day. I was like $5 for all the DLC, I think it was. So I've got more to play on the older version as well. So I've got the new one to play and the old one. And the annoying thing is, when I went to try out the DLC in the old one, you've got to finish the main game, and yeah, it's I lost my profile. Worry. Trouble. Yeah, all this exclusive crap, you know, exclusive VR content for 1 year, or exclusive on this store for 1 year. You know, I can understand why the companies are doing it, but it doesn't do anything for the gamers. You know, just give people the choice. You know, this PlayStation VR exclusives and stuff. Why? You know, VR is such a new concept, and yet people are restricting its use, which stops the implementation and what have you. And it's, you know, it's like Ace Combat, for example, is supposed to have VR support, but it's only on PlayStation because it's there for the first year. Whether that will change in the future, who knows? It was Resident Evil, I believe, that was launched on PlayStation with VR. I haven't seen it on PC at all. You know, it's just so frustrating. I mean, and then to tie a game down to a single platform, 2 maybe a single type of controller, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, but there's no guarantees a year down the line they'll bother developing the game any further to implement VR, you know? That's down to that company then to go, okay, there's a market there and we'll see if we can grab more. To me, it's like, just get it on all 3 platforms or 4 platforms or however many it is now, I can't even think. And let people choose. You know, games need to be supporting as many controllers as possible, regardless of, you know, high-end stuff. Support all the screen formats, you know, support all the screen, you know, triple screens, not just single screens. I mean, I can't believe that I couldn't even get Ace Combat working on an ultra-wide, single ultra-wide screen. It was just a 16:9 ratio and that was it. I was like, what is that all about? I mean, this is 2019 and yet a developer can't get a game to run properly on an ultra-wide screen. It's beyond me. Charge complete. Right, how are we doing? Fuel. Probably going to be about 600 to 500 litres in the tank when we start looking. 885 miles to go, another 18 hours, would you believe? Made pretty good time. I mean, with 877 miles to go and 690 litres in the tank, might actually be touch and go as to whether we can do it on the single tank.
Go straight.
There is that, but there are some really good exclusives as well. I mean, I don't mind things like PlayStation only exclusive where the game is developed for PlayStation 4. Same as Xbox, you know, I can understand those. And in a way it's good because they can maximize everything from that game and from that console to give you the best experience possible. Great, absolutely. But when it's a game that's released across all platforms,
stay left,
but they'll limit part of it to a particular platform or a particular control set, that's where it's anti-consumer, shall we say. You know, at the end of the day, give people a choice. Let them choose what they want to use. Hello there, Ray. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I know what you mean there, no entry, but that's one of the reasons why I gave my son my PS4. I was like, you might as well have this because I ain't using it. And if I do want to use it, it's no harm just to jump in and go in and play, you know. I'm doing very well, thank you. I mean, that's real. I did pick up, what is it, GT Sport on the PlayStation, thinking, ooh, I might see if I can get the direct drive wheel to work with the PlayStation and see if I can get it streamed or something, but I've got to get a streaming card, you know, and I'll probably get it Elgato 4K Pro or something, bung it in the PC and see if I can do that at one point. But that was just there as an idea for something to do in the future.
Go straight.
For now, it's just stick with the usual. How you been doing, Ray? How's your streaming getting on? You all been good? Oh, don't slow down, you pain. I think I need a new microphone arm because this one keeps moving on its own, I swear. It's 16 hours and 36.
Go straight.
Kids are off school again. Well, mine's gladly back in school. Yeah, the holidays are over now. You can tell that even the weather's changed. It's kind of shitty. Hey, no entry. These people should learn to move out of the way. Coming through. got a delivery of cars on board, you know? Yeah, I'm going to try and get back into some kind of normality myself with regards to the streaming side of things, because it's I've let it slide quite a bit, but it's been rather busy. I'm going to be busy again at the beginning of October, because I've got a little bit of training I need to sort out as well, so yeah.
Go straight.
Zooming around over that one anyway. Right, where are we? We're 15 hours 29. Just about halfway through in the tank now, from what I can tell. 708 miles, 543 litres. Probably will have to stop and just top up the fuel.
Go straight.
It'd be great if this was a Tesla truck. At least I could put the autopilot on and just go and make a cup of coffee. That would be really nice right about now, because I'm gagging for a cup of coffee.
Go straight.
Go straight. Fuel coming up. I might be tempted just to stop there actually. Let's fill her up. Then we don't have to worry about the fuel end, do we? We can just drive on, no worries. actually. I'm going to use that opportunity to have a cup of coffee before I hit the main road. So, I will be back in a moment. Give the old be right back sign, shall we? Back in a couple of minutes. Right, we's back after I hit my head in the blooming screen thing. What's it? Yeah. There. Right, where's the old mouse? Right, what have we got? 14 hours 22. We've been streaming for 1 hour 30. We've only done one job and halfway through the other. Don't think I really stirred that coffee enough. Hello there, Red One. How you doing? Oh, sorry. I had to click my nipples. That for a downhill section. Oh yeah. I'm slowly and surely trying to go all my sims and get them all working with G-Sync working properly, even if it is a low G-Sync setting. You know, maybe something like 80 to 100 frames, FPS, or hertz I should say. God, I can't even think of the terms. It's kind of difficult though, because the higher you go with frequency on the monitor, the harder the load is on the GPU. Even like things like Assetto Corsa competition, I've got to run that at 60 Hz. Anything higher than that, and it just puts the GPU at 100%, and I can't stream without jitters everywhere. So it's just a matter of loading the game and trial and error and find out how far you can push it. I'm going to bypass on that one, so we can skip that, which is great. Another 13 hours, 590 miles to go. We may take a rest when it gets dark, and that will be... not that button, not that button, not that one, no. It's that one. 17:24 now, so we're okay for now. I'm doing very well, Red One, and yourself? Have you been up to anything? Watch the speed by this guy now, he'll book me. Ah, damn it. I thought we were going to sneak by. Back to the old grind, huh? Oh, he's into the university section now. Gotta concentrate, no messing around now. That's a little fast. Whoa! That started there and I was like, whoa, I can feel that go. They certainly are indeed. But I'm sure you'll be fine. How are we doing now? We're on speed limit on. 5 from 7, 11 hours to go.
Stay right, and then exit right.
Stay right and exit. Well, we're going to get a bit stuck by the looks of it. I have to slam on the anchors.
Exit right.
And cut across. It has large transport stuff. I don't know if it does special. I can't remember, to be honest. I really can't remember. That's how often I get to play it. You'd have to check the DLC on the game in Steam, that'll tell you. I cannot remember for love or money. Ah, come on. Speeding offences. What's that all about? Just because it was a 35 limit. Uh-oh. We're going to make that one. And the sun is definitely coming in. Wonder what this game would look like now on the new HDR monitors that are coming out. All being said, though, most of the HDR monitors that are coming out at the moment aren't really HDR, not at 400 nits anyway, Jesus. You know, there's no way I'm going to invest in a HDR monitor, for HDR that is anyway, unless it's doing 1000 nits. I mean, 600 is barely enough. All being said, though, the monitor I've got above, I've actually changed the monitor above. That's a BenQ monitor which has HDR capabilities, but I don't use it for HDR. I didn't buy it because of HDR, so... Well, I don't know, the game does... Well, it does say it supports HDR, so it would be interesting to see how that is. I mean, it is very bright when you play it in the Vive, and of course I believe the Vive is HDR capable. I'm not quite sure how bright it actually goes to, but it's bright enough where you do squint. Yeah, but my screen above was a 27-inch IPS monitor, which I now use on the PC upstairs. It was a 1440p screen, but for the amount of windows I used to have open on there, I couldn't have them all open without them overlapping and being blocked. So I thought, well, what I'll do, I'll upgrade to a basic 32-inch 4K screen that gives me more screen real estate. It's a VA panel, so the colours, angles and what have you aren't as good as the IPS, but to be honest, I'm sitting directly in front of it, so it doesn't need to be perfect, it doesn't need to be colour accurate, it just needs to have the resolution for me to be able to use. That does the job. Slow down, that's a bit tight. Careful. I'm a little bit too fast by there. It is a 55 limit and it is getting a little tight.
Go straight.
There's a What is that? Keep an eye out for a rest stop. I won't take this one though, there's one by there. I'll take the next one maybe. Assuming there is one on the route. Yeah, I mean STS have done well, but I still think there's little tweaks they could do to help improve the overall aspect of the game. But hey, you know, it's still the best one out there. Even these new truck sims that are coming out, they're no better, that's for sure. And it all merges back into one anyway, come on. Yeah, I'm in automatic for ATS, and I do manual and ETS. I might switch around for ATS and do manual gears again, but at the end of the day, a lot of trucks these days are auto boxes anyway.
Go straight.
Right, there's a rest stop coming up. I'll be taking that one. That should be 20. Yeah, it should be at 9 o'clock. Give us hopefully a 6, 7 o'clock in the morning start, and then we can get to the end then. Take care, red one. It's alright, I've got you. I can read typos. I do enough myself. Right, hold on, we'll turn over here, I think. Look at that. Raise Mister's Burgers again.
Recomputing.
Right then, let's get it in by here, shall we?
Turn left.
No, don't turn left. Oh yeah. Engine off. Don't forget to turn your engine off first. Uh-oh. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Oh god, it's all gone wrong. Oh great. I just pulled out in front of a copper. I've done it again.
Turn right, and then turn right.
can't get that thing off my screen. Why is it being a pain? There we are. Hold on, I wanted to sleep, didn't I? Oh, I'm such an idiot.
Recomputing. Get ready to turn left.
Can I go in this way?
Turn left.
I don't think I can. I've turned into the wrong one. Shit. Crap. Curb. I can't turn the front until and clear of that bollard. I really didn't give myself a lot of room today. My bad. Messed up.
Get ready to turn right.
Right. This is suggesting there may be a sleep area behind that. That's where I need to go. Sleep. Oops. Reverse would be nice. The driver's just brought in 16 grand. Can't argue with that.
Recomputing. Turn right.
Right then, now we can go. 356 miles to go. Still 8 hours to travel. speed limit is 55. I really need that to change. I want to crank it up to about 75 if I can, but I need that speed limit to change. Otherwise, I'll end up getting fines left, right, and centre. I'm already breaking the speed limit as it is by doing 68. I'm gonna go for it. Land mining. That's a little bit tight. Okay, I think we'll have to change that to about 60 limit. Don't forget, chat is open. You're more than welcome to say hello and pop a question or anything that's legible in English. Usually a good sign. Hello there, 1316. You've got 27k. Well, you're doing well.
Go straight.
Okay, let's slow this down a little bit. This corner's a little tight. Should. Yeah, I think I was gonna. I was gonna change my configuration and change my trailer brake. I may put my trailer brake onto the shifter.
Stay right, and then exit right.
Because that would give me more control of the rear end.
Exit right. Get ready to turn left.
That's okay, 1316. I don't need to worry about that.
Turn left.
You know what, I've viewed some requests in my time, but yeah. Spit his coffee. Ah, you gotta love it, mate, haven't you? And at the end of the day, as nice as it is to have people who are willing to follow you and subscribe and like your videos and everything, people's attitudes change on a daily basis, you know, and if people want to subscribe, they will, you know. I've had people come in to me saying that I've paid for people to subscribe for me. No, I've never paid anybody to come along and do anything like that. You've got to be off your rocker if you're going to pay for stuff like that. It's just like... I like this road. I'm glad I chose. This is really nice. Nice bit of scenery around here. Unfortunately with YouTube, a big part of YouTube is there's a lot of people out there who will subscribe just as in the hope that they'll get a subscription back to their own channel. That's just the way, you know, the nature of the beast with YouTube. That's just how it is and how people are. Come into somebody's stream and say, "Oh, give me $10." What's he gonna do? Just hit the subscribe button. That's a good bit of free money. And then probably a day later, hit the unsubscribe button. Yeah, no thanks. I am not that desperate, trust me. Whoa, 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 whoa. I can't believe I've never been down this road before. Imagine he made $10 off that 27,000. I've had a coffee already, that sucks. It's so tempted to try and take over, but yeah. Come on, Mr. Audi, move your butt. You know you're going to try this and there'll be a truck coming over the brow, you know that, don't you? Risk it. It's a bit of a blind corner. Nah, I've been on about 6 for a while, to be honest. My numbers haven't increased much at all, to be honest. But again, I think partly that is because, you know, you don't get to see everything. You don't get to see me. I'm not in front of the camera. You know, it's... I'm not on as often as most people who stream. Could be a number of things, to be honest. But at the end of the day, yes, I'd love to have loads of subscribers and have people enjoying and watching and what have you, but it's not an important factor for me. For me, it's about what I'm playing and the games that I'm doing. at the end of the day, hopefully it's something that's enjoyable to watch and people are entertained. But I do fancy doing a bit more multiplayer. I want to try and get into Project Cars multiplayer if I can. Set up something. Get people involved. Maybe I should do like a fixed time multiplayer Project Cars. Maybe have 2 days actually. Have an open day so anybody can join. And a fixed day where... yeah, I don't know. I'll be down the bottom at the back of the grid anyway because I'm not that good driver when it comes to Project Cars. What a hell of a road. Twists everywhere. Probably because I keep to myself. Yeah, I try not to jump into other channels. I mean, yeah, there are other channels and I do watch other channels myself. But I don't try to go into other channels and interact too much. I just see it as a little bit of self-promotion and it, you know, it can come across the wrong way sometimes. So I just tend to lurk in the background. What is that? Some kind of funfair thing, is it? Roller coaster. That's really cool. I wonder if we can get close to that. Trailer cutting in, gotta be careful of that.
Stay right, and then turn right. Turn right. Stay left, and then turn left. Turn left.
I'm gonna go for it. Yeah. Two hours 30 remaining. Whoa! Jesus Christ. That was my right of way, yeah? Sure that was a green light for me.
Stay right, and then turn right.
I think the exhaust tips on that a Jeep.
Turn right.
It's got some cans on the back of that. At least this is all new section of road, which is nice. That was leaning way too much for my liking then. think we took off there. Come on, nearly there. 1 hour 29. Rest area. Should we go for it?
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
So down the end of the road, turn left.
Stay left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Okay. Nearly there. 45 miles, 1 hour remaining on the job. Got 7% damage on the track, 4% damage on the trailer. And 0 on the actual load. Look at that bridge. That looks awesome.
Stay left, then turn left.
Hot dog.
Turn left.
Oh, like. Oh, are we going over that bridge? That'd be awesome. I want to go over that. Except we'll go on the other side, not the outside. There's a lot of action going on that motorway as well.
Stay right.
So we're going to be turning right now. Slow it down a little bit.
Stay right, and then exit right.
Oh, we're turning over here.
Exit right.
Whoa, whoa,
Turn
whoa,
right.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Why does he have to stop?
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Literally around the corner now, 2 minutes away. Where's the entrance? You're on the left?
You have arrived at your destination.
Oh no, we just drive in. Okay. That was weird. Am I parking it down here? I am indeed. Park it down there. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Get it straightened up a little bit. And we drop it off. Up another level, which is nice. What are you going to do though? Oh, that is the question. Do explosives. Flammable gases. Well, we got explosives. Flammable gases. Flammable. Toxic and infectious substances. Let's just do the next one up. Flammable. Right, so we're on 779. We could buy. Oh, look at that. Should we do an oversized load? I haven't done an oversized in ages. Yeah, let's do a house. That'll be fun. At least I can park over on the side of the road and jump in and have a kip. Okay. Pay attention. Everybody move out. Hold on. Great start on it. Traffic coming in as well. Just that thing down the road. It's huge. I think I'll just cut it across here. I think we'll leave the mirrors up so you can see what's going on as well. Right, there's a right turn coming up. Right turn, Clyde.
Turn right.
For Christ, don't cut. Yeah. Watch that tree.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Oh, rear is okay. This isn't so bad. I'm guessing because it's not a long trailer, it's not going to be too bad. I wonder what the rules are with oversized loads in the US. I wonder if it's similar to the UK or the EU, which has got like 2 days notice just for the police to be aware of. What have we got? Full tank, 2 hours 55 minutes, 142 miles to travel at this speed. Great. It's a house on wheels. I mean, you know, that's got to be like the ultimate trailer though when you think about it. You know, forget having a fancy tour bus or something. You just have a truck with a house on the back. I mean, why don't people do that? Well, might be going a little bit too fast. Exactly. Although one of the new things, isn't it, is converting the metal container boxes into homes. I've seen that. Quite clever what they do. Right, what's he slowing down for? Jesus, wasn't paying attention to that.
Go straight.
As long as he doesn't say brake. Ah, it's alright, don't worry about it. It's something I need to sort out, to be honest, is jump on Discord before I actually start streaming and post things. But I always forget, I'm terrible at that. But then this is why people should be using, you know, the bell notification on YouTube when it works, obviously. But yeah, if you want to follow, just hit the notification and the next video will I say will, should appear. But you know. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do today. This might be my last trip for ATS today, but I might come back and do another game. I don't know whether to jump into Dirt Rally for a little bit, because I fancy doing a little bit of dirt driving, or do I try getting a set of Corsa working and see if I can get that working in the modes that I need. May do a test stream and just mess around on a set of Corsa doing some laps somewhere.
Go straight.
There's 3 options now, is there? Oh my god. Goes to show when the last time I used it. Swerve it. Oops. I can't believe it's pitch black again for doing this job. I want to see. hazards on and make it look impressive. Not. I haven't got any beacons on this truck, so I can't. None personalise them all. Oh god. If they're gonna do that, what's the point of having a notification bell at all? I don't know. I don't think YouTube ever learn. They just like trying things out and not making it easy for anybody. I cannot see that trailer in my rearview mirror at all, so I might as well knock them off. It is pitch black. And I got hiccups. Mind you saying that, it's getting close to lunchtime. Ode.
Go straight.
I'm trying. 57 minutes, 45 miles. We're doing good. See the destination on the map, can't be that far down the line. Let's have a look outside again. It's pitch black.
Go straight. .28 minutes. Ooh, there we are. Just around the corner. Literally over there. Stay right, and then exit right.
Right hand.
Exit right.
Fairly straightforward, I would have thought.
Turn right. Turn right.
It's like all these big jobs. They're all kind of easy to park. It'd be nice if they made one kind of semi-awkward.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
And we're in. Ooh, look at that. Came with trucks. The job and half, isn't it? 207,000. Urgent job 2092. Cool, imagine doing that one. It was right the way through. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. We've, well, I've been streaming for the last 2.5 hours. So I'm going to take a break, have some food because it's coming up to lunchtime. Maybe back later. Not quite sure if I'll carry on doing the same thing or something different. But either way, I shall see you in another video. So take care and bye for now.